Welcome back. In this video, it's time to improve our speedrun time on level 19 of Hostile Waters Anteaus Rising. Now, level 19 is a long, challenging mission, made even harder by the relatively low starting energy compared to other missions. In our previous record, we went for maximum damage by building as many Phoenix helicopters as we could afford, with no armor and no shields. This resulted in us losing quite a few of them and wasting quite a bit of time rebuilding them and reissuing commands for them. In this revised run, we're instead going to invest in shielded AI Phoenixes from the start. However, this means we can only build 3 at the very start, but we can keep them alive for the entire mission. Let's get started. We start by building 3 shielded AI Phoenixes, one with EMP, the rest with Scalpel, and we also build a recycler Scarab with AI control. We take a guess at the location of the only metal on the map that's not defended by aliens, and then send all of our Phoenixes to the south, telling them to follow the first one. Now, we're going for a different route in this revised run. We're going to destroy the big southeast base first. We're going to be manually selecting targets for each Phoenix to try and neutralize the base as fast as possible. Key targets are, of course, AA guns, Black Walkers, and buildings, using Anteaus' guns volleys. Looks like our guess at the location of the metal was pretty good, but it does require a bit of manual driving by us to get the AI back on track. Let's speed it up a little bit. As soon as we get enough energy to build another shielded Phoenix, we do, as we just did. We build a second AI recycler Scarab now to start salvaging the alien wreckage in the southeastern base. We do this because we want more of our expensive Phoenixes as soon as we can.
Vehicle ready and on deck. Kroger on Bay 4. Unit destroyed. Borden going in. I'm too good. Excellent. Save the flattery. Ah, shut up. And good riddance. On and dead. I'm good. Structure under attack. Borden here. Target engaged. Hostile neutralized. I've engaged the structure. This is Scarlet. Scavenging is complete. This is desperate, sir. You guys want to catch up? I'm in the lead. Ransom here. Attacking. Stop. You may want to take a look at this. Demolition underway. Unit destroyed. My name is Ransom. This is getting harder. Building engaged. Reinforcements required. Going to base. Go out of it. No more stuff. Adequate. That sweet music coming from you. You would still learn from Scarlet. Bye-bye, maggot. Attacking building. Let the girls play. AA guns on screen. Building destroyed.
It's now time to sample the Bearmoth. It's tricky to time this, as we want it to be sampled by the cruiser just as we finish destroying the buildings in the base, which we are in right now.
Vehicle ready and on deck.
We can see the recycler Scarab in the north, which we told to head to the southeast via a quick command, is getting a little bit lost with its pathfinding, but it will get there eventually. All the buildings we need to destroy in the main base are now destroyed. However, oil pumps do need to be killed for victory as well in this mission. So we pull all our Phoenixes to kill the ones to our west. Now the Northern Scarab has finally arrived. We can see the aim of why we travelled across map. It's so I can drive it into the water to free an AI chip. We couldn't actually really do this earlier as we didn't have the energy for another Phoenix, and we absorbed a bit of extra energy on the way past. Just as we clear up the last of the southmost oil pumps, the Behemoth sampling is complete, and the third base starts to grow. We'll sit our Phoenixes on top of it, destroying as it grows.
Sampling in progress. Do not move. Alien production facility detected. Vehicle ready and on deck. All up here. I've got fresh radar contacts. Production facility on radar. Building engaged. I've got attack on radar. This is Kinsey. Structure destroyed. Gordon here. I've something on radar. Building engaged. Structure destroyed. Production facility on radar. AA guns on screen. Enemy engaged. Demolition complete. I've got something on radar. I've got an unidentified unit heading right this way. I've started demolition. Ingenious. Clever buggers. Engaging hostile. Hostile engagement. This is Anteaus.
Once we can afford one more final shielded Phoenix, we drown our final Scarab and go all in on Phoenixes. Similar to the last video, we are using quick commands as much as possible, as it's much faster than using the war room screens.
Fire mission accepted. Chambers loaded and firing. Carrier guns empty. This is the operating mind of the carrier. Vessel under attack. This is Sinclair taking black hole holding. Nice work indeed. You deserved it. Flying back coming this way. This is Anteaus under attack. Red heading this way. Enemy down. Awaiting fresh orders. Ransom here. Attacking. Sinclair here under attack.
Now note the blast towers which spawn near the cruiser are actually classified as units. See the last video where we talked about it on level 17, Island 0. But the cruiser will likely die before we finish the mission if we don't destroy them, so we actually do need to snipe them. We haven't got much energy left, so we do so with a completely empty Hornet. Now it's time for the final base. Doing the map in this order has prevented any need for doubling back, and we can clear the map in one sweep. The oil pumps to the north of the final base, which is made up of ones which grow when the third base does, and ones which are already there as part of the level, they are our last targets. With their destruction, we are finished in 12 minutes and 47 seconds, 1 minute and 9 seconds faster than our previous record. And that's all I have. Short and sweet. Have fun.